friends, welcome to my living room. I am pretty amped about getting this training going, and I'm kind of doing it different than I planned. Was awake at midnight last night, which is actually several hours into my sleeping because I go to bed really early, and made all these notes. As I said, this will be super informal, so doesn't bother me to read from my notes. Hope it doesn't bother you. If you think it's unprofessional, then maybe this video isn't for you. And I'm okay with that. So, first things first, my sponsor, my very own nutrition company, ShowFit Nutrition. Protein shakes. We actually have 20 items and launching 5 more this week. I will be sitting here enjoying the pre-workout lemonade while I do this talk. Pre-workout lemonade is not only for pre-workouts, it is a great way to wean yourself away from garbage caffeine drinks. It does have caffeine, but it doesn't have all the garbage in it. So, that being said, I'm gonna get me some. All right, so when I started mapping out this training, I had a plan and I was going to walk you through how it all played out for me. How it played out for me was I regained my health. There will be a video about that. Started reselling products that I had made. There will be a video about that. That video will be fun because it's going to be basically earrings as a business or anything. You'll be able to take what I teach you and put it with whatever it is you're selling. And I'm gonna help you do that, walk you through it. But I woke up last night at midnight thinking that I wanted to jump right to teaching you how to do the events because you probably could get started next weekend with one and start utilizing them. And then you can come back to my other trainings. And you're probably going to want to because, and I'm just being honest here, I'm often misunderstood. I'm not mean, I'm very honest. The training I'm going to teach has been available as a PDF for my Sedalia Designs jewelry consultants forever. Some of them have done it and failed miserably. And when I ask them, did you do this? Well, no, I wanted to do it this way. Did you do that? Well, no, I wanted to do it that way. That's why they failed. So, I have done, well over 100 events. I've got a screenshot of how many I've done. I didn't even know how many I did till I did an event again for my Fall Into Fitness Summit. And was like, oh wow, I've done a lot of events. So I will show you how many events I've done. So I'm not somebody that's done 3 events and is teaching you how to do events. I'm not somebody that would ever charge you for an event, though I'm probably qualified to. Never pay for an event and always be the one running the event or join somebody who runs a really good event, okay? So, and a lot of this will make sense and I'll elaborate on this as I go along. So I'm gonna go through my notes here because I don't wanna miss some key points. So there will be several videos, video teachings correlating or elaborating on this. If you see me repeating myself, it's because it's a point that I really wanna make. It's not because I like to hear myself. If I liked to hear myself, I would spend time editing my videos, and that's one of the reasons I don't edit my videos is because I don't want to watch myself. Being honest. So I decided to skip the preview. We'll get back to it, and let's get you doing events. There are several key points that I will make that I believe are the difference in a successful event or a failure event. A successful event is going to take a lot of your time. When I did these events, they took 20 hours of my week, okay? That being said, also when I used to do these events, I I still lived in the mountains in Colorado with satellite internet. I did not have an iPhone. I did not have the best of anything. We were living like we were on vacation. It was really pretty freaking awesome. And I wanted to figure out how to make this business work in a little cabin in the mountains, no neighbors, so I didn't have everything everybody thinks they need to grow a business. So if your first excuse is, well, I don't have a nice living room, or I don't have blah, 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 stop it. Make it work, figure it out, okay? You can even message me and say, hey, this is what is holding me up, what do you think? And I will probably come up with a workaround, because when doors don't open, you mow them down, okay? So, upcoming videos, just so you know, will be how your health correlates to your business success and how it changed everything for me. Regaining my health changed absolutely everything in my world. Coaching the other vendors, really important, because you do want to be the superstar in the event. You want to be the superstar in everything you do. You want to work harder than everybody else. You want to show up all the time, but you also want to be able to coach people so that they understand what is expected of them. And then if they fail, that's on them. Starting a business with little money, that will be another video. I restarted Sedalia Designs with $30 when I moved to Colorado 12 years ago, and turned it into, we have huge, over multi-million-dollar inventory. How to manage and track sales to stay on top of your financial needs. Huge failure is when you're not paying attention to what you're posting, what you're trying to sell, what you're doing, and then you wonder why you come up short. Okay, so we're gonna go over exactly how I even track everything. So, completely giving away this training. This was going to be another business. It was going to be part of Empowerment Babes. And I just thought I want to give back, but I do business coaching. So you can email me, my email's in the description. You can email me and talk to me about that. I do limit the clients that I take on because it is not a training module. It is handheld. I work with you. I evaluate your plan, let you know if I can help you or not. If I can, we take it a step further, and I go from business setup to marketing to scaling to, are your tasks money making? There are so many little things, little steps that you don't want to miss, and if you're new to business, you will. So I have 4 decades of experience in business, 57 years old. I started my first company when I was 18, so almost 4 decades. So I have succeeded a lot, and I've failed a lot, and learned a lot. And now I want to share this with you. My number 1 rule: always be the hardest working person you know. So if you thought this was going to be easy, it's not difficult, it's not painful, it's not heavy lifting, but it's work. And if you don't do the work, nobody else does it, okay? So, I called these events meet and greet events, and they literally took my business to the next level. The year before I did them, my first year on Facebook, I did about $78,000 in sales with my Facebook group, with parties, with various things. The next year, I doubled that, okay? And then I've maintained that since, even the last 2 years, which we know has been a struggle for many businesses. A lot of people have gone under, unfortunately, and maybe they didn't have the little tools, little nuances that they needed to keep going. And, you know, if any of you are out there, I hope you pick up again and start over. Don't ever give up on yourself. So I called these meet and greet events, and I treated them like they were a networking event, okay? So online networking event, which is amazing because you don't have to leave the comfort of your home. So you don't have to get dressed. I'm in workout clothes. You don't have to, you know, can make them super simple. You can post One of the awesome things about being online is you can post on your schedule, and everybody's schedule is very different. Another awesome thing is you can meet people around the country or around the world. Believe it or not, very little of my business, Sedalia Designs, which was based in Sedalia, Colorado, a minute amount of my sales happen in Colorado. Most of my sales happen around the country and other countries. So that being said, so you need to round up 30 to 40 vendors. Here's a mistake that I see. People try to co-do these events with 3 or 4 vendors. That is not nearly enough. This is entirely a numbers game, just like any other business. And I love restaurant analogies, may use more throughout this talk or other talks. If somebody opens a restaurant, do you think they say, oh, I hope only 30 people come. Hope only 30 people find us. No, they want everybody to come. They want everybody. Come on in, get a seat. Eat you a burger, whatever it is they're selling, right? That is the beauty of a Facebook group and a Facebook event. You can have mass people. It is a numbers game. It is not cozy. It is not in your living room. You are not cooking food. Don't make it small, okay? You want to stay small? Make it small. Have at it. You want to go big? Invite lots of people. So 30 to 40 vendors, 1 per company. And there cannot be, this was another big mistake was, so I might have one of my Sedalia Designs consultants do an event, and she, when I evaluated her event because she said it failed, I looked and she was 5 of the products. Even if you sell 5 products, do 1 at the event and let 4 other people do those 4 other products. Why? Because each vendor needs to invite 100 friends. That is the fee for the group, is inviting 100 friends, and we'll retouch on that. So if the same person reps more than 1 company, you lose bodies, you lose invited people, okay? And it's a huge, huge loss. So here's some tips. If you are somebody that has other businesses, let somebody in your downline from another business be the vendor. Then you still benefit from it. However, even if it is someone you consider a competitor, I don't buy into this competitor garbage, but if you consider it a competitor, bring them in, let them do their best, and I truly believe the more you give and the more you share, the more you succeed. So if you are giving and sharing, you will succeed. Oftentimes, these people that come in that are vendors get stingy, and you know what? Stingy happens to them. Don't be the stingy, and don't let it happen to you, okay? But here's another statistic that is very true. So say you sell Sedalia Designs, Tupperware, Mary Kay, I'm just throwing names out there, okay? And so you want to, and then you sign up for, oh, I want to sign up for, I can't even think of a name, but I want to sign up for another business. When you sign up for this business, you lose all, so the person you sign up under, right now, this person will share her friends with you for your other business. The minute you sign up with her, she reels her friends in. You lose them for all your other businesses. You lose, the statistics are 20% of your sales per business for every business you join. Besides the fact that you can't give 5 businesses 100%. Now you're probably going, okay, Marcy, you own 2 companies. I do, but do you know what? I grew Sedalia Designs as a direct sales company for 8 years before I launched Show Fit Nutrition, okay? So I did not launch them both at the same time. And I'm not working for companies, I'm owning companies. That's way different than somebody working for direct sales companies. And I'm not putting you down. Many of you watching this will probably be in direct sales. I am not putting you down. I think it is some of the best training you can do, but that's not where I'm at. So don't equate me to somebody who is selling 2 direct sales companies. I own 2 companies, okay? So to round up vendors, make a post on your personal page and group. And so I want to touch on this personal page thing. If you buy any books about Facebook coaching, which I haven't read any new ones, but years ago when I read them, the talk was always not to do business on your personal page. I think that's a huge fail. You probably have noticed, if you're my Facebook friend, I do a lot of business on my Facebook page because those people know, like, and trust me. Let's go way back to Zig Ziglar, the wheel's not broken. Those people know, like, and trust you. That's where you find your people. That is your tribe. Those will be your clients, your customers, but they're also friends, okay? Friends want to support you, friends want to help you. And supporting you doesn't always mean spending money with you. You can't possibly spend money with everybody you know in business. The more you grow a company on Facebook, the more your circle of friends will be business people. I've had people get really nasty with me because, well, I bought a pair of earrings from you and you didn't buy nail polish from me. Well, you know what? I'm always gonna go get my nails done. It's my thing. I will like your posts. I will share your posts. I will support, I will social media support you, but nobody can afford to shop with everybody. So if you are one of those people that thinks that it is tit for tat, that is not how it works. However, what does work is you work with somebody, you give to somebody, somebody gives to you, and it's a nice, comfortable circle, okay? So you're not gonna get from everybody you give to, and you're not gonna give to everybody you get from, okay? So hopefully I explained that well, but the selfishness in social media sales is a huge fail, okay? So make a post on your personal page and group if you know you have business people in your group. It might say, looking for friends in direct sales, artists, and more that want to join me in having a meet and greet event. So I even had authors. That's how I have several friends that are authors. All kinds of people. If they're doing business on social media, bring them into the event. Let them talk about their product at your meet and greet. So keep a list of all who responded because the responses will flood in, okay? So you'll need one person from each company and you will send them an initial message stating this. Thanks for your interest in being a vendor at my meet and greet event. We will be holding this on XXX date. If you cannot commit to the event and invite 100 friends, if you can commit to the event and invite 100 friends, we can accept you as the only person with your product. You will be expected to handle your end of your business, which means, what does that mean? That means that if I'm running the event, I'm not responding to questions about your products. I'm not keeping an eye on who contacts you. And that's a big fail in this that you will see with vendors. They won't respond to comments or they won't message people outside of it. And then they'll go, well, that was no good. I didn't get anything from that. Well, you didn't participate, okay? You've got to follow up. And then please let me know ASAP if you are interested, as we have a waiting list for specific vendors. Thank you. That's simple, that cut and dry, okay? And you can put it in your own words. You don't have to follow my exact verbiage. So if they do not have 100 people to invite, like I said, we would come back to this. This is your fee for being in the event. And when I ran the events, I invited at least 100, usually 700, because at the time that was the max Facebook would let you invite. I would invite 700 friends. So I would definitely do my part. So if they do not have 100 people to invite, they're not ready to be in an event. I've had people get really nasty with me Until, well, Marcy, I only have 87 Facebook friends. Okay, you're not ready to do business on Facebook. First of all, you have to grow your friends, grow your friends list. And I can actually do a training on that. It's not hard to do. Find commonality, find your tribe, but you cannot, you have not earned the right to come to somebody's event that can invite 100 people and take from them when you haven't done that amount of work. You're not there yet, okay? So if they don't invite their 100 by 3 days before the event begins, they're replaced. And I would see this a lot, and people would put off and put off and put off doing their invitations. I had no problem removing them from the event. Okay, and then they could get back in line. And at the time, I was booking my events 7 weeks out. I was doing one every week and booking them out 7 weeks. So they got back in line if they failed to take 10 minutes or however long it takes to invite 100 friends. And nobody gets a free ride. Don't feel sorry for somebody that's not ready to grow business on Facebook and let them come and drag your event down, okay? That's costing you money. Time is money. Don't make that mistake, okay? So, set up your event and be sure it is public. You want the event public because, so let's see if, events and your personal page need to be public so people see when their friends like or comment, and you will attract more people. Okay, people are nosy. If you haven't noticed, people want to know what everybody's doing, and people think everybody wants to know what they're doing. And that's why people who aren't in business are posting all over Facebook. Okay, because they just think everybody cares. Some people do, some people don't. Their tribe does. It's that simple. But if it's not public, you're not going to attract friends of friends. It's important to attract friends of friends because friends trust you. If their friends trust them, you've got a warm body. You've got a warm lead there, okay? So the event should be set up at least the week before it begins. I suggest running it a Thursday to Sunday, so set up the Wednesday or Thursday before. So you have a week preparation for people to start inviting their friends, all right? So post information about the event. Then this is in the event. Welcome to our meet and greet. Many businesses all in one place to tell you about their fabulous products. Be excited, use exciting words. You know, if I would have had an iPhone and even had the ability to go live when I was doing these events, they would have been fun. I would have been live blasting these things when I was doing them. And you might ask, why aren't you doing them now if they work? I don't need to do them now, okay? So I've considered though, if some people contact me that are willing to work hard on their business, not people that want to ride coattails, but people that go, hey, I want to do business with her. I might do an event in January. We'll do a Valentine's event in January and we will blow it up, and then you can walk through it with me. But I'm only going to do it if some superstars reach out to me and go, hey Marcy, I want to do this with you, okay? So anyway, welcome to our meet and greet. Many businesses all in one place to tell you about their fabulous products. And then asterisks, only approved vendors may post. You will get people trying that make posts that are not approved. And you'll hear, well, I was invited. I thought it meant I could post. No, you can't read. Go back to school, learn to read, pay attention, get off people's shirt tails. So, sorry. Okay, so the following list of vendors. So what I would do is I would list my vendors. Only approved vendors may post. The following is a list of vendors. You list the vendors not in alphabetical order. You list them in the order they invite their friends. That's an enticement to get them to invite their people and get it done on time, okay? So you even let them, you can plug them. Did you invite, let me know as soon as you invited your 100. And then they go on the list, and of course you're on the top of the list because you've already done what you're asking of them and you've invited your 100, right? So, so what you do, business name, person name, etc. Not the person, but so you put the business first when you list them, then the person name, no links. I'll explain that. So you can tag the person, but do not link to their page. Facebook has rules about pages being linked too heavily, and if someone complains and they check your event, it is cause to shut your event down, okay? So you're the one running this, and you don't want other people, actually I'm getting to this next. So do not make other businesses hosts. So all of your other vendors, all of your other hosts, they do not make them hosts of the event. Do not give them access to make changes in your event, okay? One, they can accidentally delete and change things. I've seen it happen. Two, women get catty. Someone might totally mess up your whole event, okay? So, trust me on this. Speaking from experience. So get everyone who is an approved vendor on the page. So let's see, I have a note here. I accepted vendors even once the event began if I didn't have a product and someone wants in and has their 100 friends. That's more friends to see the whole event. So if somebody comes to you last minute, you don't have that product, oftentimes I would end up with 10 more vendors that way. It's not that hard to list them. If they say, hey, I can get my 100 invited right now, you tell them go do it. They invite them, you list them. Even if it's a day into the event, why not? Let them jump in, okay? So the following is information that I sent out to my vendors in a group message. And we'll do another training on vendor coaching. So message 1, there were several messages that I sent to them. And people don't read. Just because people are in business doesn't mean that they are focused and paying attention or even care, okay? So if you're the one running this, you probably have a different level of business interest than everybody else in it. Don't expect them to have the same interest as you, okay? So message 1, hi vendors, I'll be posting a lot of info. Please read it. You are all part of next week's meet and greet, providing you invite 100 people. I will repost the information here, and once you invite your 100 people, I will tag your name so people know how to contact you for business. Names are listed in first invited order, not alphabetical order. The key is organization. We are all really busy, so please get your 100 invited so I don't have to check up on anyone. If it isn't done by Monday, you will be replaced with another vendor. Also, do not leave this message. So this was a thread, so all the vendors would be in a chat together. And this is actually really beneficial because you can meet other vendors and network, because a lot of your business and networking and growth is going to come from other vendors. So this is your first step in this event to make friends, get to know people, and work with like-minded people, okay? But I would always have people leaving the thread. I get that. I leave threads when people send around goofy stuff, you know, if you don't post this, Jesus doesn't love you. You know what? I know Jesus loves me. I don't need to share what you just shared, and I don't want to see everybody responding to it, okay? So I leave those threads. This is business. This is like a business meeting. You need to be in this thread. Don't leave it, okay? So, also do not leave this message. It is how I will keep in contact with all of you. So this, as with you running this group, you don't have time to singly message the 30 or 40 other vendors. So if someone leaves this group, kick them out of the event, okay? You don't have time. They want you to wait on them singly one-on-one, because trust me, they're gonna come to you and say, well, I didn't hear about blah, blah, blah. Well, if you wouldn't have left the message, you would have heard about it. They already failed when they left the message, replace them, okay? So, but do feel free to message me separately if you have any issues. Okay, so you don't need them posting their issues there or their concerns or anything personal. You know, somebody might come to you and say, you know, my dad got sick and I can't blah, blah. You know, they don't need to post that in there. They can come to you with something like that. I mean, be reasonable. But if it's all for promoting the group or promoting the event, then that is where you talk. Okay? Let's see. So we are all very busy. Inviting takes 10 minutes. If you do not invite in a timely fashion, you will be replaced as a vendor. So there was another reminder. Please don't spam this message group. What does that mean? That means posting your specials. People would do that. They would post their specials in that group. That is not what that was for. That was not the event. That is really immature. It's toddler marketing. I'm not saying immature as in, I don't know the definition I want to use for immature there, but it is like toddler. It is baby marketing. You don't know marketing yet. Don't make those mistakes, okay? So let's see, keep it clean so we can find the information we need. All right, so if somebody needs to scroll back up through this chat and find what you said to them as the leader of this event, they can't find it if everybody's posting, good morning, good morning, good morning. Or they're posting, hey, I got lipstick on sale. Anybody want some? Because the minute somebody does that, you've got 30 people posting their specials. Phone blows up. Don't be the person to start that. So, okay, message number 2. Thanks everyone for signing up. And you'll send this out like the next day, okay, in the next couple days. I'm excited to work with each of you. I will post the questions I will be asking in this message so everyone is prepared to answer and best promote your product. You will answer them under where I post them in the same thread. If you need help in what to say, I have sold 5 of the products here. So this was just me letting them know. And that was what I had sold in that one particular event when I wrote these notes out. So I can help you with promoting. So excuse me, that's some serious lemonade. You may not have experience in sales, so you may omit saying that. I've sold a lot of different products and I can figure out how to sell products because sales is sales is sales. So I could help people with promoting. You may not want to. You may not be that person. So you may just leave that out if you need help, blah, blah, blah. So what was I talking about in commenting under the same thread? So with you running this event, you would be the person to make the first post about something, okay? Make a post, all the comments under it creates a thread. You need to keep these events clean. This is another huge fail, huge mistake. If people can't find what they're looking for, they will leave the event, okay? So when you've got 30 or 40 vendors and they're just posting, no, that's confusion. That's like shopping at TJ Maxx. I don't shop at TJ Maxx. I'm not digging through stuff to find what I want to find. Some people might like it. I like organization. So let's see. So the key is keeping it organized or we can't have this many vendors. And this many vendors is key to having 4,000, 5,000 people invited, which equates to several hundred people coming to the event. Okay, and we'll get to all those numbers. And in case it's not on my notes here, I'm gonna write it down. All right, so message number 3. After they invite, this message goes out. Very important. Do not overly use your URL, your website link, or links to products on the event. This can cause an event to be shut down. You can post it when you introduce yourself. There's a thread for introducing. You can post your link. And when people talk to you in threads, you should click on their name and message them. That's how you should respond to them. You don't need your business conversation in this event, okay? You take that away and you give people personal attention. Super important. We've gotten away from people thinking customer service matters, and customer service is still king. People that have money to spend want to be taken care of. Take good care of them, you build repeat customers, okay? So, so you can put it in your intro, but not every time you answer one of the questions. We would have people do that. Every time, if they said anything, they put their link. That's vomiting. Stop it. So let's see. So I even had to put a note in here because of the abuse of this, that I would spend well over 20 hours a week working on the event. If you want to let people know how hard you worked on the event, go for it, because people think these are easy. People think you just click a button, start an event, make a post. It is work. To make this event a success, to get all these people invited, to organize all these people, as you see, this is a lot of work. Okay, so let's see. So make sure that you're following rules. So there's even a link that I would give people that was from LinkedIn, how to avoid Facebook jail or Facebook timeout for your company. I would give that out because depending on the companies, if they post something that is if somebody had an adult type of business, they couldn't post pictures, there were things that we did not want them to do because we did not want the group shut down, okay? So maybe they could show lotions and oils, but they could not talk about some of the things they might talk in a private party, all right? And then also, even with nutrition, skincare, you cannot make claims that are not substantiated, okay? So when people do things like that, they can have your group shut down. So these are things you, as the leader of this event, have to keep an eye on, all right? So if you wanted to have a partner where you and another partner do these events together, that's probably not a bad idea. I didn't do it that way. But that might be a good idea, so you can take turns seeing things, liking things, making sure that because people will mispost, people that are not in the event will post, and somebody's got to be paying attention to delete these things, okay? And it might be much easier if 2 people spend 10 hours a week doing this than 1 person spending 20, all right? So, let's see, now on to the event. The first thing you will do is introduce yourself and your product. Our Sedalia Designs consultant, so I would set these events up, but I would let my consultants do them. So that's another thing you can do. If you are in direct sales and you've got a team, you could set these up every week and bring one of your new consultants in to be the rep for that business that week, and let them get the business and let them get a boost and build your leg, okay? And if you're in direct sales, you understand that. My light just died. I'm not as bright. Let's see what's going on here. Dim all the lights, sweet darling, 'cause tonight it's all the way. There we go. Okay. So our Sedalia Designs consultant will do this on Thursday night. So because I ran it, Sedalia Designs ran it. Sedalia Designs technically was the sponsor. That's the benefit of you running it. Your company is the sponsor, you get the pinned post, okay? You get the top ad. So you or somebody on your team, your downline, would start the first introduction Thursday night, and let's see, what did I say? We'll do this on Thursday night and let you all know that you can post then or Friday morning. So a lot of times I found people saying, you know, your mountain time, you're posting at 6 o'clock Thursday night. That doesn't work for me, being in Florida. you know, it's 8 o'clock, I'm getting kids ready for bed, can't pay attention, da 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 da. So whatever time works for you, then you come in and post your business that night or in the morning, whatever works for you. And again, that's the beauty of it being an online event. So there's no set time, nobody has to stop their life for this event. But do pay attention to people responding to your posts, okay? If you're the vendor, if you are the one selling whatever and somebody comments under your comment asking you a question, that's your responsibility. If you don't respond, you lose a hot lead, all right? So, and I would always tell them if anything was confusing, please ask me about it, all right? You may not want to throw that out there if you're brand new to this because you might have a lot of people asking you questions you can't answer. Go ahead and reach out to me and, you know, I will do my best to respond and handle these situations. I'm on several social media platforms, so wherever you see this, I may not see that you reached out to me. So even email me. You know what? I don't mind helping. I love to help. So let's see. Then Friday through Sunday, if you're the one leading it, then you post a few games. And I did let the vendors play too, because a lot of times if people won't play till they see their friends play, and they were invited by their friend, the vendor, okay? So I will also post these questions on Friday morning. You may answer them anytime and may respond when people ask you for more info. But again, maybe take it to Messenger to respond. My suggestion is to friend those who want more info and take it to a private message to keep the threads neat. So friending people is really important. One of the key takeaways from this, I did these from January through May and my business blew up. I got so busy, something had to give, so I quit doing these. I made 70 to 100 new friends a week from these events, so these were warm leads. These were people that knew I was selling a product. These people joined my jewelry group, okay? I also, every week would have several people join my company, so, and also would do a few $100s in sales from this. So running this way, you definitely benefit. Not only at the event, you're going to benefit over time with these people, with these 70 to 100 people a week. You're not going to make 70 to 100 sales that week at that event, probably. But over time, these people, if they're that interested, they're going to do business with you. And they're going to add friends to your group too. And we'll talk about growing your group. So, let's see. So my suggestion is to friend those who want more information and take it to a private message to keep the thread neat. The only thread you begin yourself. So every thread on the event is started by the person running the event. That is you. If you are watching this and you're learning to run an event and you set it up, that's you, you start it. But each person can do their introduction, and that is, you approve that and let that post come through. And then that's where people can talk to them in their personal thread about more products. And you, as a good leader, good meet and greet leader, person running this, you should like and even comment something nice under their product. If you've used their product, let people know. Help them out, throw them a bone, okay? So, the only thread you begin yourself is your intro. Any other random posts will be deleted to keep the page organized. And yes, I did delete random posts from vendors in the group because they're not paying attention and they're not posting under the thread, okay? And you know, you get people that think you're mean, you get people, you're a tyrant, you think this, you think that. No, you don't know what I think. What I think is this needs to be organized, there were rules, you didn't follow them. Go back, don't collect $200, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's what I think. So then in parentheses I said, yes, I watch the event and keep the page clean. Imagine the mess of random posts as everyone starts doing it. Then guests leave because the page is a hodgepodge. You do not want a hodgepodge event, okay? You want everything in its place. It's almost like there's a booth for every, look at every comment as every thread as a booth. And people go to this booth to get this information. But if they can't find that booth because everything's all over the place, everybody loses, okay? So, and I would also tell people, I would let people come up with questions because I may not have thought of a question for their type of business that really could benefit them, something they could talk about. So I would say, if you have questions you want added, please let me know, as long as it can pertain to several vendors, okay? It can't just market one vendor, but if it can pertain to several vendors, then I was fine with it. So then I would give them the list of the questions so they could think out an answer and have it ready, okay? So please only post what the question asks, and I will explain why I had to say this. So here's a question. Vendors, tell us about the one product from your company you can't live without. So in that one, this is like a booth, considered a little booth where people are going to get answers to that question. So you've got the meme made with that question, and then everybody answers in the comments. That's the thread. And don't answer somewhere else, okay? Or it gets deleted, okay? So that is a great marketing question. So another separate question. Does your company offer weekly or monthly specials? List them here if so. And then people pour on their specials. It's like, with like some of these legging companies, they do these drops every Wednesday. That would be awesome, things like that. What is your current hostess program? Everybody puts their answers under that. So that way if somebody's looking and goes, oh wow, she's got Tupperware and they have this crazy good hostess program this month. I want to do a party. So do you see what I'm getting at? This is all about marketing. So why is now a good time to join your company if someone is looking for a business? And you could answer under that and talk about the perks of joining your company. Post your best-selling items. Underneath that, in this one, I would let you post as many as you wanted. You could post 10 different pictures of your best-selling items, okay? But no links, remember? Because people can see that you posted it, they can comment under it, and then you message them. You friend them, and then you message them. How has your product impacted your life? That could be answered so many awesome ways. I mean, like if you've got a nutrition product, you can really elaborate on how, it's changed your health, not just how your product has made money for you. But you could talk about how it's made money for you. Not only did I lose 50 pounds, have energy back, I feel like I'm 20 years old, I've been able to help people make money, blah, blah, whatever it is you want to talk about, with your business. That is a great place to run with that. Let's see. So there was a question, how has your product impacted your life? The next question, how has your business impacted your life? You can talk about how your business has changed your world. Hopefully if you're in business, you're doing more than making ends meet. And I'll do a training on that too, why you shouldn't just quit your job and start a business if ends aren't meeting right now. But you could definitely talk about how, maybe it's giving you that extra money so your child could go to camp. It always made me feel so good when Sedalia Designs consultants would post about how the jewelry provided Christmas presents, sales of jewelry provided Christmas presents for their family that year. We really saw a lot of that last year because of, the situation going on in the world. I don't even like to say the C word. So, okay, who offers a military discount? And then everyone who offers a military discount can jump on that. And just a little nugget here, if you are somebody that is, like my husband's a veteran, this is a veteran-owned company, If you are somebody that speaks to, you want to friend all the people that believe in that and like that, because that's your tribe, okay? Who has products under $50? And then in parentheses, I said, if your products are under $20, then please do not list them here. Okay, the $50 post was not for the products under 20. We got there, all right? And then who has products under $20? Who has products under $10? Who has products under $5? Okay? And you know what's really cool? So when you get to these smaller amounts, which Sedalia Designs, you know, we would have, like, you know, we've got baubles that were $2, earrings that were $3 and $4 or $5. We could really go list under each one of these prices. But when you've got people, when you've got artists making handmade goods, that's why you need this difference in prices. Because, you know, we had a lady making pot holders for $5. I bought the crap out of them. They were great Christmas gifts. She could make whatever you want, hunting, fishing. I bought all kinds of different ones. So these different questions don't limit to one particular business purposely, okay? So do you have a Facebook page? List it here. And, you know, you might even encourage, so I would make a meme that says, do you have a Facebook page? List it here. And you know what I just thought of? Maybe I'll make a meme pack for this, and then your questions will be ready for you. What do you think of that? Check the description to see if I have that, because I obviously might not have that as soon as I get this video posted, but watch for it, because it could make your life easier. So you post the meme, but above the meme you've got comments, right? So do you have a Facebook page? List it here. In the comments you might say, go, you know, be sure to go follow everybody's page here. Throw them a bone. However, whatever your lingo is, use it, say it, use your vernacular, your tribe will follow it. Vendors, tell us where you are from. That was always really awesome because there are people that want to do business with people in their same area. There are people that don't care where they do business with people from. However, personally, I think the bigger you can expand, it's like, you know what, so you've got a restaurant on one street corner, and all of a sudden now you've got people that can visit you all over the freaking world, right? So pretty awesome. So do you have any events you would like to invite people to, online or home? So if you had a home event, you know, you could say, I've got a home party, you know, and I'm in, you know, Cheyenne, Wyoming. I love Cheyenne. So I'm in Cheyenne, Wyoming, have a home event. You want to be careful with that. You don't want to post your address right there. But if people responded to it, you could take it to message. You could decide, make a nice cautious decision if you want to invite people to your home, okay? I love online events because, again, I'm in my workout clothes, doing whatever I do. I might not have makeup on. I might have eye boogers. Who knows? But I can still be working and being productive. Okay, so post your before and after photos or photos using a product. Vendors and attendees may post. So this would be a place where you're the business, you know, so say if I'm doing Sedalia Designs, I'm going to post pictures wearing my Sedalia Designs fitness fashion earrings and talk about them. I'm going to show that, I wear them while, you know, I've got my fitness attire on. But you know, I'm also going to dress up and put something really blingy on and take advantage of that post, okay? Or if you're into nutrition, get a picture with your product and show it. Show your before and after if you've lost some weight, right? Or before and after if the skin lotions have made your skin better. Whatever it is. This is where you run with that. Let's see. Does anyone have a digital or online catalog? This is where you could post your link to a digital catalog or an online catalog. And this is not the same as a website, okay? So this is not where you post your website. Does anyone's company offer free sign up to be a consultant? Completely free, not earning a kit, okay? So that was a good one because that's a good way to bring people into your company. Even if people only join you to get the deals, so what? I'll never forget, I had somebody in the event that I made friends with, and she got really upset and flat out said, if all you want is the discount, I don't want you joining. So you're willing to step over those dollars? I'm not. So somebody joins, say somebody joins Sedalia Designs, wears their earrings to work, and somebody goes, oh my God, I love those earrings. And a bell goes off and they go, I could make money with this. They've already signed up just for the discount. They don't have to do anything more than tell their friend, here's my link. Don't step over those people, okay? So, which vendors in this week's meet and greet could you benefit with your product and you with theirs? Example, maybe you sell Sedalia Designs and you use 31 gifts to carry your products. So this way, and that was something that I did. I would show, I had bags made that said Sedalia Designs, and so when I was out doing events and carrying them, they had the business name on them. So I would show people this. So there's many different ways that you can benefit. And let me just throw this bone out there. I didn't plan this, but I'm gonna throw this out there. If you are a person in direct sales and you could benefit from getting some free coupon codes, not a percentage off, but a free code, a free $20 off that you could give your hostesses as an extra bone, or give to, however you want to use it, email me. My email is in the description. I want to network with people. I will give you coupons to give out that are extra bonuses for your hostesses. This would be amazing for people that sell fitness fashion, people that are into any type of fitness, coaches, hairdressers. Our collagen is doing so well in salons locally. So many ways, and I love thinking outside of the box, so hit me up, because girl want to do business with you. So anyway, back to where we were. There was my little commercial there, just a little commercial. Vendors, tell us which product you do not sell, but you use, and how you like it. So this is where you're throwing somebody else a bone. Was where me saying that I used Arbonne skincare and how many years I've used it and that I loved it, what I loved about it, okay? So, and you will never lose supporting someone else's business like that. And as I said in the beginning, and I'm gonna repeat this because it's important, you can't financially support everybody's business. You can complement somebody's business. You can like their business. You can, give them kudos, and, you can champion them. And that's huge, okay? And if you're not doing it for other people, nobody's gonna do it for you, all right? So, let's see. So, who has fundraising events or can do them? And then you could list fundraising events. So because people love to go to fundraising events, they used to. This has been many years ago, and GoFundMe is kind of like made people kind of sick to their stomachs with everybody asking for, I need money to redo my bedroom. I need, it's gotten crazy. And what it has done is hurt people that really have needs. So anyway, but who has fundraising events or who can do one, and so then people would list under this, and then if people were looking for fundraising and they like your product, they might jump on that, okay? So then I would do games. And so games were ways for people to win prizes. Let's see. So what I used to do, and there's a reason I did this, I did all the prizes. That was a cost of me doing business, was giving away some earrings. Depending on how many prizes, the winners had to pay shipping. Okay, so it's one thing to give away the cost of the item. It's another thing to like absorb all the shipping. Why did I do all the giveaways? Because I had, in my first couple of events, I let people do prizes and they didn't follow through, and then people come back to me, okay? And I'm not here to be your mother. If you are not adult enough to run business, or, well, I can't give out prizes because I didn't make any money. Well, did you work the group? Well, I did. You know, I've heard it all. So anyway, what you could do is get coupons from people, coupon codes maybe to their website, or get, have a way to have access to the prize, okay? But you want to limit your responsibility of babysitting other people. And so what I would do is I would just allot X amount of dollars into prizes and give them away, okay? So one of the games will be a drawing for free jewelry from Sedalia Designs based on people who book parties with anyone. So you could book a party with anybody at my event and win jewelry from me. Why not? It's win-win. And then you know what? The people, when you give like that, not knowing what you're going to get back, you are going to have people respond to you in a crazy positive way, okay? So another game is people listing companies they have not heard of. This is your cue to contact them and see if they want info on your product. Do not assume they want the product and vomit on them. So vomit is a word in direct sales when you're like, you know, if you've ever had somebody, and this is going on to me a lot right now, 'tis the season because everybody's trying to make holiday quotas. And people join a lot of companies this time of year. But every day I get friend requests and I go see, okay, is this real? Is this a real person? Have they made posts? Who's our friends in common? Oh, I'll accept this. 2 minutes later, I've got this paragraph they had cut and pasted, vomiting their business on me. They don't know me. They don't, you know what? I will not do business with you. And neither will most other people. So you just wasted your time. So anyway, in this thread, so here's the game. Let's see. List companies. So list the companies below at this event you have not heard of. That's what the meme would say. And then what you would do is if somebody lists your company, you're the vendor, if you're leading this or you're a vendor in this event, and they list your company, you would like that post, friend them, message and say, hey, I saw that you've never heard of blah, blah, blah. Would you like some information? Don't give them paragraphs they haven't asked for, okay? So, and then this goes out to everybody in the group. Even though you do not have to babysit the event, please be attentive to your customers. The person running the event does their best to make it fun and keep people active and keep the group clean, but they're not there to make your sales for you and grow your business, okay? So tips to succeed. Post the link from this event on your homepage to invite more friends. If you don't know how to copy and paste the link, ask whoever's running it, because whoever's setting up the group should know how to do that, okay? Send private messages to those you invited. So don't just invite 100 bodies to the event. Invite people that might want to come to the event, okay? So, and then message them and maybe say, I just wanted to remind you I'm promoting my business in an event this weekend you were invited to. There will be over 30 other vendors there, games and jewelry giveaways. So whatever the giveaways are, mine were jewelry. I promise it is painless to join us and see what's going on. You might even make friends and have fun. Then you include the page link in case they miss the invitation, okay? So, friend the other vendors and guests. If somebody, so you're a vendor in this event, you should friend every vendor. Those should be your first friends that you make. I don't know what the limitations are on Facebook today because you can wake up tomorrow and they change. I think at this time you could make 15 friends a day without going to jail. You don't want to go to jail in the middle of the event, okay? So what I always did is made sure I was friends with all the vendors pre-event. So 15 a day pre-event. Typically I was friends with them because they saw, or they would contact me and say, hey, my friend said you do these events, and I said, Avon, when can I be in? And then I would get them in, we'd be friends and start talking. So then after you've friended all the vendors, you start friending the guests at 15 a day, and don't vomit on them, make friends, okay? How do you make friends? We'll do another training on that. We should have learned that in kindergarten, but with the way the world is today, and I've actually even had to do a training with my salespeople, the younger people that have never had to answer a phone and not know who's on the other end of it, and they have no manners. I'm not surprised when people don't know how to make friends, okay? So, just being honest, shooting from the hip. So you should leave the event with many more people to invite to your personal events and sales. And here's a little nugget I'm going to give you. I did parties. So let's say I didn't do parties while I was doing, actually I did. I was almost going to tell you a fib. I always had a party going on while I was doing the event because then I could segue people into the party, right? If you invite people and they accept, but they don't shop, invite them again, okay? And here's another huge mistake I see sales consultants make when they do parties and they want this little cozy environment instead of wanting all the people in the world there. I just lost my train of thought. That's why I have notes. And no, I won't edit this out because my give a damn's broken. So, so we were talking about, I could rewind this and fix this, but I'm not gonna. So, we might miss this little nugget. You know what? It'll be in the next video if it's not here. So, when someone asks a question, take it to private message and don't be pushy, but take care of their needs. Customer service is still king. I've talked about that like 3 times. Make sure that you do that. Okay, so I was talking about how you want everybody in the world. You want to be able to reach everybody in the world. You want to be able to reach a lot of people. And when this was a big mistake that I saw, it's all coming back to me. So you should be doing a party every week. If you have any kind of business, you should be doing some kind of party or some kind of live sale or have a group that you post sales in every day. And I will elaborate more on growing the group, but this was the seed to grow the group. And then we're going to talk about the group that I've made over $1 million with. So, re-invite these people. Re-invite, 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 re-invite. And here's a little nugget. The big fail that I saw with people not wanting to invite so many people is you miss these people that will all of a sudden, a light goes on. What do they say? You have to see something 7 times before it clicks. If you don't know the person and you don't trust them, then you probably do have to see it 7 times. If you know the person and you trust them, then maybe you don't. So you don't want to lose the fact, so that person's interested. If you invite them and they come, but they don't shop, they want more information, okay? Don't not invite them to the next one. Also, You have a hostess that books a party. She invites all of her friends. Do you know what? You invite all yours too. Even as the salesperson, keep inviting your friends until you get all these people over into your group, until you have their undivided attention weekly, okay? Don't miss, you're stepping over dollars to pick up nickels when you don't re-invite people, okay? Because you've got warm leads here. You've got warm people paying attention to you. And I know this because it's exactly what happened to me. I would invite people 3 times, 5 times, 10 times. All of a sudden, they'd join my business. I had people join my business a year later, 52 weeks of seeing my posts later, saying, wow, I've watched what you did. I know so many of these businesses fail. I wanted to see what happened before I joined you. And then they join. Don't discount, don't credit, don't overlook people. That was just a little nugget there for you. So, let's see. So I would always tell them to keep an eye on the game. I post about listing which products they've never heard of. If they list your product, message them and simply say you noticed they had never heard of your product. Would they like more information? Do not put your link under them saying that they haven't seen it. They're not going to go to your link. That's vomiting on them. That is not being an attentive salesperson. It's not creating a friendship. Let's see. When answering questions posed to help your business, do not answer. Oh my gosh, this drove me crazy. I would post a question, whose business has products, $20 and under? And somebody would say, blah, blah, blah does that. That's how you promote your business? Show a product, talk about the product, okay? Do not just, yep, so-and-so does that. If you do that, so-and-so does that, you're making the person who might be interested work too hard. Don't make your customers work so hard, okay? So, let's see. And then I flat out would tell people, if this event doesn't do anything for your business, it isn't the event's fault. I don't care what your upline tells you to get you to sign up. Posting your website does not get you shoppers. It is not that simple. Network and make friends. I don't do these events just for Sedalia Designs to succeed. Everyone who participates can succeed, so I hope you will use it to your advantage. So, sometimes I'll say things wrong. Sometimes I gotta watch my tongue. I would often hear from people that they got nothing from the same event, that I got 70 to 100 new friends. I explained how to get the friends, the vendors, and the guests that show up, right? So there's your 70 to 100 new warm leads to work with that week. That's crazy. So if you didn't take the time to do that, then there's your first loss, right? A lot of times people just think that they're gonna make a post and they're gonna get 10 customers. And if you've done business online any amount of time, you know that's just not the case. And the secret here is follow through. The secret here is understanding what warm leads are. This is a huge warm lead magnet, which is awesome, okay? Because you're doing friends of friends, and friends trust you, so then their friends will trust you, right? So be trustworthy. That's a big deal. And that is a huge secret to my success. But another thing, and that I wrote this down, that I already said, my number one rule, I am the hardest working person I know. I'm not bragging. I am a workaholic that has had to come to grips with how I do things. My husband has reeled me in to make time for him, and it's been better for me mentally and emotionally. But naturally, I would rather work than do anything else. Because I don't look at it as work. I enjoy everything that I do. So When you see people putting in hours doing things, these are the people that are going to succeed as long as they're doing money-making tasks, right? If you've got somebody telling you, oh, you don't have to work that hard, or one of my favorites is, you got to work smart, not hard. There are times you got to work hard, and working hard is so often misinterpreted. And I'll do a training on that. But if you want this to work and you do this event just the way I laid out every week, you're gonna make all these warm leads every week, and then it's up to you to follow through with those warm leads every week. Those bodies are not just gonna shop with you, okay? Those bodies are not just gonna go, oh, I need this week. You've gotta show them why they need that, right? So that's where your job comes in. But this is I think, one of the best ways to get warm leads that I've seen out there free. And I just gave it to you. So hopefully you'll tune into more of my trainings. If you don't think you have the energy to do this, I'm gonna tell you, when I was 49, when I was 48, I wouldn't have had the energy to do this either. Fixing my health is what gave me the energy to do these events and run my business and do everything that I do. That's why I'm gonna do a training on why your health is so important. And I'm going to tell you my story about how fixing my health, I got sick and tired of being sick and tired. I did not want to turn into a life like my mother's, who spent her last 20 years from a hospital bed to a nursing home. At my age already, she was in a hospital bed and had been for years. I did not want that. And when I decided that I did not want that and changed my life, that's when I had the energy to live my business dreams. I had these business plans and goals and aspirations for a long time. Honestly got to a point and thought, this isn't gonna happen. I'm old, I'm getting tired. One of the biggest myths out there, sat in a restaurant this morning and heard a gentleman behind me saying, it is true what they say, as you get older, it's harder to lose weight. Has nothing to do with age, has everything to do with what we've been eating for years and damaging our body. So I'm gonna do a talk about that. You may not want that talk, you may not need that talk, but if you don't have energy, you may not think you need that talk. If you don't have energy, if you've ever said, I'm too old, if you don't feel good all the time, you need that talk. So I'm gonna end this one here. Hopefully you go and do events. Let me know if you do events. I wanna hear about them. If you have questions about them, my email's in the description. Can't wait to help you. If you have any interest in what I do, I own Sedalia Designs and I own Show Fit Nutrition. Links will be in the description. I'm big into networking and working with other people, and I am not beyond starting other businesses. If there are people looking for people like me and go, hey, we're a fit, this is what I bring to the table, I will hear you out and see what we can do. So have a great day. Go get you some warm leads. Next video will be about the group that made over $1 million, but this video is what did it. These activities launched it. So this is the big one. Thanks.